Hello, I'm Matt McClure with Honda Tools, here to show you the latest design in our top liner tool for fitting up stressed pipe. This is a 4-inch pipe-to-pipe tool. We make 4-inch pipe-to-pipe, pipe to 90. We make these from 3-inch up to 52-inch in diameter pipe. We make them for tubing and for all kinds of different specialty sizes. So if you have an odd size or an offshore pipe comes in that's the wrong diameter, slightly off, we can accommodate that. So I want to talk you through how this tool works and how it goes on the pipe. As you can see, it's a stressed pipe. It's offset. It has a gap wide on this side, and the gap actually goes past itself on the other side. And it's something like you'd see on an actual job. First thing you do is you set the tool in place and balance it in the welded joint. Pull this side up and you slide that bolt into place. Then you balance everything out and you have to extend, by turning this turnbuckle center, you extend this side of the tool to match this pipe so it's parallel, and we'll line up with and clamp effectively. Alright, and pretty well balanced. So now, in most applications without this tool, you have to use come-alongs and chokers and different apparatus such as that, but with this tool all you need is an 8-inch adjustable crescent wrench. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this up. You tighten to about 20 pounds torque or hand tight. You don't have to try and break it, because that's actually really hard to do. Tighten the other side. Okay, as you can see, we've got a wide gap here on this side, and the pipe actually touches and goes inside of the pipe on the other side. So the first thing I want to do is I want to expand this one side so that, there we go, so that I can collapse this side. And these turnbuckles give you a dramatic mechanical advantage over your joint. And you set that gap anywhere you want it to be, because you've got the turnbuckles and you've got the right tool to do it. Now, to set the axle alignment, it's just about set itself. When you get your gap set right, it just about lines it up, but you still have some high-low problems like back here. These jack screws will push the pipe in the direction that they're pointing. So this jack screw will push this pipe in that direction, or in other words, it will raise this side. So this is a little bit low on the back side. So all I got to do is tighten that up. It's low right here, so again, it moves the pipe in the direction it points. So you simply do that right there, and you've got your axle alignment. Once you have your axle alignment where you need it to be, you go around and you tighten, snug fit, all of your turnbuckle jack bolts. And what that gives you is a very rigid mechanical fit up. So rigid that in some nuclear applications they consider this a mechanical fit up, and they'll fit an entire line out before they purge the first time. The quality control man will check off each fit up, then they'll do one purge and they'll weld everything out at once. Saves a tremendous amount of money on argon, and it also makes sure that the pipe is where it needs to be when it's welded. You don't have any surprises when you get 3 joints down the line. So right now, your pipe's set up. If you want to make the gap wider, all you got to do is use these turnbuckles and you can widen the gap. You can see that gap is widening. You can even take the gap, space it out, and you've got just enough room to slide an insert in, a consumable insert, and then close your pipe back up on it. Like I said before, it gives you total control over your pipe and your joint. Now, say you've got that insert in where you want it to be. It's important to be balanced with the tool. If you tighten one turnbuckle up, you have to loosen or tighten another one. If you notice, I'm working around the pipe. I'm going to bring this in and butt the pipe up. Back that off just a little bit. Now, if you've got any issues with high-low, you can come back in, loosen your jack screws up, because here's one thing you need to know. If both jack screws are engaged, you can't move your pipe in this direction. They two block each other. So it's important, if you're going to move this screw in, this screw has to be out, and the same with the jack screws that are directly across from it. Otherwise, you'll two block the tool and it won't work. Okay, I've loosened all that up, and I'll show you what you can do with your gap, or with your axle. Like I said, I've got total control of that. You can see the offset I put in it. I can put the offset wherever I want it to be. So if you've got pipe that's got an irregular outside diameter and you have to line it to the inside, this is the perfect tool for the application, because you can offset, use the inside filler's gauge, and you can set the inside axle alignment. And just as easily as I took it out of alignment, I can put it back in. Snug everything down, and you have a fit up. And another advantage of this tool is on your heavy wall pipe with a 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch wall, like in headers or supply tubes. This tool will act as bridging. So, like, say you've got a 10-inch steam header with 3-inch wall thickness. It's got a big J bevel on it, and you've got to weld 30% of it, preheat it before you can take the stiff backs off of it. Well, with this tool, you can fit it up. It's got room for a heat blanket on your larger tools, like your larger sizes, 10-inch and above. You can lay your heat blanket in here, bring it up to temperature, pull the heat blanket off. If your fit up is moved, you can adjust it, weld it, and leave this tool on then until you get 30% of weld in there. Then take the tool off and go to the next one. The heat treat will not hurt this tool. You only bring it up to 400 to 500 degrees, maybe 600, and it won't hurt this tool at all. And there again, you're not welding anything on the tool or on the pipe except for what you're supposed to be welding, and that's just your gap. And that's how easily you can fit up a pipe with a Honda top liner. Now, I've talked you through this and showed you how it works, and that's slowed me down quite a bit. So I'm going to break this tool down, and then I'm going to show you how effectively this tool is in a real world application. I'm going to fit this up without talking, just like you do on a job. And yeah, it'll take your men a couple days to get used to the tool and what it will do and what it won't do. It won't square pipe. They'll find that out real quick. They've got to have it squared before they start. It'll fit up, make a real nice fit up of a joint that's not squared, but it won't be straight. Now, broke that down that quick. See the pipe has returned to its out of line condition. I'm even going to take my tool and get it out of adjustment so that it's just like I'm starting from scratch. Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and start your stopwatches. And there you have it. Just tighten down these jack screws. And you're fit up. And all you used, once again, was an adjustable crescent wrench.